Hey, this is New Review coming at you with a new review on the last half of Day 5, Season 2. So when we left off, things hadn't been going so well for Aiden and our other heroes. Um, so I'm going to start with the camp, then I'm going to move to the heroes, then when they merge. So at the camp, Aiden is threatened, is nearly, while his ideas are being implemented, he is actually nearly killed while trying to implement them. Um, and a random dude ends up getting killed. Um, and it nearly ends up that he and every and why am I blanking on her name? Shit. Anyways, uh, Aiden and the mother and child that he came with are nearly kicked out. But Aiden is able to work his way through, and ultimately, uh, leadership of the camp is taken away from Faux Jesus guy to the girl, and everything's going well. Um, Now, with our other heroes, everyone kind of splits up. Um, uh, Abrams, played by Shannon, goes with Jake. And they seem to be on the right track. They kind of have no real story until we hook back up with everyone. Ellis goes with Sam, and and Ellis is kind of going through his succubus phase and nearly kills Sam. Then they come across this group of hippie artist people. Um, and they're offering a chance for artistic death, meaningful death, because everyone's gonna die anyways. And Chris plays the leader of this band of artists, and he actually does a fantastic job. Probably one of the best performances in the entire series. And he was the only director writer who didn't make an appearance last season, so this was his opportunity, and it was a great performance. I enjoyed it. He points Sam and Ellis towards the camp, but the idea of a spectacular suicide kind of intrigues Sam, and he feels like he's ready. And we actually get a little bit of a flashback backstory with him, and it's really interesting, I think, because what it shows is Sam was actually about ready to commit suicide uh, when he stumbled across Jake, and it's actually really sad. I would suggest getting Rooster Teeth first. Watching this is a fantastic series, and the more people who watch it, the better chance there's going to be a season 3. So watch it. Anyways, um, and Allie and the new main character hero, who's a investigative reporter, they stumble across Meredith and Meredith, the crazy sniper bitch, who's working for a mysterious organization, and Bill Beavers. And they try to. At first, they're walking together. Then they start to threaten each other. Um, because Allie figures out that the reason that the lab that her girlfriend Lex was at was destroyed by Meredith. She figures that out based off of a description given by Dr. Abrams. Um, so eventually they all get to camp, and Allie and the reporter warn everyone else, and then they try to get into the camp to warn people. Doesn't go so well. A bunch of the guards and some people are killed, and Aiden saves um, the Sandman's life, which works in his favor because he's actually working for the same organization Meredith is working for, and he uses the opportunity to find out how the Sandman keeps people alive, and then spectacularly slits his throat. Um, this is after Meredith uh, being captured in a very interesting way, and Sam and the heroes are able to sleep. Um, but as but it turns out the reason that they were able to sleep was a magnetic field thing screwing up whatever was causing the death. And Aiden's job had been to find these sleep zones and destroy them. And pretty much every other sleep zone he's found destroyed itself because no one knew what was going on. But with the Sandman figured it out, Aiden killing him, and no one else knew it. So a lot of people in the Oasis started to die. Thankfully, Ellis and a bunch of other people, and Bill, who's an insomniac, saved everyone they could. Um, Jesus Man thinks that he inherited the Sandman's power, goes to sleep, and then dies. Um, Sam dies, uh, and they take it out kind of on Meredith, who's actually going to be dying because Aiden mortally wounded her. And then ultimately, Abrams takes control of her brain, takes ownership of her brain after she dies, and Bill learns a little bit more about the organization, and now they're all heading to Virginia to get their revenge and try to stop the sleepocalypse. Really like that term I coined. Maybe it was coined, but anyways, um, season was great. I'm looking forward to next season. I really like how they were willing to kill off a main character. Actually, two main characters because Meredith was no a main character because Sam was there at the beginning, and the fact that they were able to kill him is, I think, is interesting choice. I kind of saw it coming a little bit, um, and I'm looking forward to next season. This is Josh with New Review signing off.